Hey guys, it's Desi here and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my updated makeup routine. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my updated makeup routine. Not much has really changed, but I have changed some of the products I use, some of the ways I apply the products or like blend them out and stuff. So I'm just going to be showing you guys my updated fall makeup routine for 2025. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We are 2 subscribers away from 300. That is actually like amazing. That's incredible. Thank you guys so very much, and let's get into this video. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is I like to get my hair out of my face. So when I'm doing my makeup and I don't already have my hair like in the hairstyle I'm going to do for the day, I just pull it back. So I either have my like get ready with me headband, or I have these little clips. They are so cute. They're like blue checkered thingies. Yeah, and also don't mind how chopped I look right now. And then I just kind of pin my hair back with these to just get it out of my like general face area, and then I'll just take the rest of my hair and put it behind me. Okay, and then the first thing for going on my face, I use this moisturizer. This is the best moisturizer in my opinion. It's technically for your body, but it works on my face. It is the Jergens Original Scent Cherry Almond. Mine has been through it, so just ignore that. But I don't put too much of this. I just do like that much. I take it and I kind of just, wow, that was really aggressive. Why did I do that so aggressively? And then I just kind of scrape it off and put different dollops on my face like so. And then I usually have excess on my hands. I'll just rub that together, rub it on my hands, and then rub it onto my face. This is really moisturizing. It's really light as well. Like it's not like a thick moisturizer really. And then usually I won't do sunscreen. I've been really bad about my sunscreen recently, but I'm going to do my sunscreen today. This is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen, and it's SPF 50. This is the clear one. This one's like really like nice. It's not in focus, but like it's really just like clear. I just like take a little bit and just kind of put it anywhere that I really get sunburnt, but I don't really sunburn. It's really weird. I don't sunburn, I like tan. Today's the first day of fall. Hello, I'm so excited right now. And then after that, I just kind of let my face sit for a second, just kind of air it out. Yeah, and then I will take the back of my eyebrow brush and brush my brows so then they don't look insane for the rest of the video. And yeah, and then you're probably like, okay, time for the flawless filter. No. I have not been doing my flawless filter recently. I feel like it just kind of wasn't doing anything. It just kind of was adding more makeup onto my face and wasn't letting the makeup stick. So the first thing I go in with is my NARS Full Coverage Concealer, Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Nougatine. I was gonna get the mini the first time I got it, and I just accidentally grabbed the full size one. I'm so clumsy. I just got that in my hair. I really am so clumsy. What? We're gonna ignore that. This is freshly washed hair. Okay, and then I put this kind of here, here. And then now that I look insane, we're gonna take this brush. I know it's a bit different. This brush doesn't do a great job of like blending it. But you take this, and I just usually use like this part of it, not this like pointy part, but like it depends. I don't know. I'll just use the pointy part today because it's kind of hard to use this like flat part. And I just blend it out very nicely, very lightly, not pressing too hard. I just kind of dab it on in some spots. Trust me, I will even everything out later. I was gonna film this video way earlier in the week. I just had so many field trips and rehearsal and everything, and I was just like, in school, I could not film it at all this week, so had to wait. So then I have to film it, do my dance class, immediately come home and edit the whole thing to post it the next day, which is Sunday, tomorrow. And then the under eyes, I just blend it, like so, and it's like a really light layer for my under eyes. And I just do like a rough draft of blending for my under eyes because we'll go over it. I'm really sorry if my voice is really bad. I've had like a cold for the past 2 days and I've been literally dying. I am not okay, but I've been pushing through. And also my voice is completely gone because I've been hitting freaking whistle notes for the past 2 weeks and my voice is not, she's not okay. Now that we're done dying, I'm going to take this beauty blender and just kind of even out my under eyes. And this is what my base looks like. And then I go in, because there's usually still dark spots in like the corners of my under eyes, as you guys can clearly see on camera. And I let that sit for a few seconds long, and then I take the same beauty blender and blend it out. I don't blend this one out with the brush. I blend it out with the beauty blender. Because it also like re-wets the rest of the eye to like blend it out properly. And now that we look like Casper the Friendly Ghost, I get to add some color to my face. So now that we're done with the base, I go in with my Say Concealer. I need help. Say Blush in the shade Dreamy. This is my favorite liquid blush of literally all time. I like the Rare Beauty one. It just like wasn't good for me, and I don't put that much of this on because this is really pigmented. So then I look like a clown. I'll go in with this beauty blender and only the bottom really, and I'll dampen it, and then I will blend all of the blush out. And then once we have all of that blended out, I go in. Now this doesn't add much color. I use this kind of as like a bronzer. I need to get an actual bronzer. I take the smallest bit and I go along my head, and it adds just kind of like a little, I don't even know, it adds something to my face. And then I go in with this beauty blender that I used to use for it, and it just kind of adds like a tan because this was always tan for my face. Just so it kind of does act like a bronzer, but it just doesn't make me look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. And then after that, I do powder. So this is the Maybelline New York Fit Me powder in the shade Fair Light. This is the 10th shade. So I kind of just get some in the palette, and I take a beauty blender and I close all my drawers because the powder goes everywhere. And I take like that much, and right here, any spots that I put like any extra concealer, and on my under eyes. And now that I look completely insane, we're gonna put all of this back. And then while this is kind of setting in, I do let this sit for a second. I will take this brow gel from Wet n Wild. It's just the Mega Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. I don't use this for my lashes. I used to, which is crazy. And this just kind of keeps them in place. I love this brow gel. I'll probably invest in like a better one later, but I have like 4 of these because I got them all for Christmas, and I'm probably gonna have them until 2027's Christmas. So okay, so now I just take the same beauty blender that I put the powder on with and just kind of blend it out, because if I use a brush it just takes off the powder, I feel like, and this just kind of blends it in. And look at how mattified my skin is. It looks so much better in person. Please trust me. I look like really white right now. That's not what we want. Now that we have that kind of as our base, I go in with this Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. The writing's completely gone. And then I just kind of add more because it adds some sort of color to my face. After I do me blush, I go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter powder in the shade Blossom Glow. I love this highlighter, and also it's so pretty. Like, it literally has flowers built into it. But I just take this little blue brush there and on the tip of my nose here. I just went to pause the recording like I was making a get ready with me. But like I kind of am, but like not a YouTube short. I take just like kind of the tip of it and put it on my inner corners. We're done with that now. I just kind of take my fingers and like mute it out if there's like anything. But now I take my eyebrow brush, and every night I put this in Vaseline and do it against my eyelashes because it like helps them. But there's always leftover Vaseline on it, So I'm going to give you guys a little lash tutorial. So the first thing I do is I take my eyebrow brush that I don't use for my eyebrows anymore. Kind of, not really. And I take the part that is like sticking out, this part that has leftover Vaseline from last night on it. And I separate all of my eyelashes and kind of get them brushed and just like separated. Yes, so then we look like that. And then I go in with my Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara. And mine is drying out really bad. So I take my hands that are kind of warm by now and just rub it against the tube, blow hot air on it, just to kind of get the mascara a bit more liquidy. Then I scrape off the little tip of it, and I take not the short bristle part, the long bristle part. It's not focusing, but yeah. And I put that on the tips of my eyelashes. So let me see if I can get up close and personal. Put this part on the tips of your eyelashes. And then I dip her back in, scrape her off. And then I take the side with the short bristles that goes like in, like kind of curves upwards, that part. And I go to the roots of my eyelashes, like so. And I just kind of blink onto it, move it back and forth, however you want to put it on. And you are going to get it on your eyelid. There's no way from saving you from getting it on your eyelid. And then sometimes if they get like clumpy, I'll just like separate them with the same side I used for the tips of my lashes. Okay, now your eyelashes are going to look like this. You could leave them like that. I could not breathe. You can leave them like that. That's totally up to you. And then I go get a Q-tip. Let me go get a Q-tip real quick. Okay, you take a Q-tip and I clean off my eyelids. Now, we are not done, so don't be like, oh, this was the last tutorial. No. Okay, now that we have our eyelashes, now that they've kind of dried, I take the mascara again. And I use the same side that we used for my roots. And I add more only, okay? Do not, only to here, this part. Do not, I repeat, do not add any more to here, okay? If you are, use the side you used for your roots, because this makes it look like you have beautiful eyelashes that make a wing like that. Look at the difference. Do you see that? You do. And then sometimes I take like the hard end of it and I like add it to the tippity tip of that, and it makes it look like I have eyeliner. Now your eyelashes look voluptuous. You're just gonna clean off your eyelids once more. Then what I like to do is I take I'm using an eyeliner. It comes off really easy. It's waterproof, but it comes off really easily. Take this. You have to be extremely careful. Do not get this in your eye. It really burns. You take it and you go in your waterline. Like, oh my god, I can't even do it. Hold up. Oh, frick, did I get it in my eye already? Frick, I already did. Now you look like Batty. And you take the same side of the Q-tip you used for your upper waterline and you just kind of smudge the lower waterline so then it's not so like, oh, I put eyeliner on my lower waterline, because that's not what we want it to look like. Say hello to my father.
Can I be in the vlog?
You're in it right now.
Yes. That was it. Okay. Besides
that is it. I don't do anything for my lips. I just put Vaseline. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And comment down below the little makeup brush emoji if I find one. I don't know. And yeah, thank you guys again so much for 300 subscribers. I bet by tomorrow we would have already hit 300. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye! Mwah.